How often an HR contacts you for a job that seems like it is for you but doesn't match your preferences at all? How many times you lost time going to interviews for a job that isn't what you want? I am Dr. Natasha Vlakovic, a senior system engineer in R&D over 10 years, as well as in academic research, with a passion for applying growth mindset theories on life and career design. When I realize how often it happens that I get contacted for or interviewed for positions that are not the right match for me, but also when I realized how many times it happens that a candidate's resume doesn't match his or her real preferences, character, and experience, I started wondering, what can we do to make this process optimal? So I dug deeper into this topic so I can find some proven ways that can help you design a resume for your dream job.
This video is made for engineers, scientists, PhD students, freelancers in STEM who want to shape their resumes to fit their experience and clearly reflect preferences of a dream job. What are some of the results you can expect from applying what you learn here? First, it saves time for you and your potential employer. Second, it puts you on a radar of the ones who need people like you. It makes you define and decide what you want so your goals come true faster. It makes you put your past experience into a perspective which gives you confidence to pursue what you want. So, let's start from mindset and thought work. First thing you should know is that you should think from a perspective of the person who is reading your resume. The second thing is that you should define your dream career. And the third thing we are going to do here is to see what is practical implementation of this mindset and thought work. First thing, who reads your resume? So you don't read your CV. Your CV is read by HR, then it is read by a team lead or of a group where you can potentially work. So they don't know what is in your head, what you want, and what are you highly skilled at. So you have experience relevant for the position and you have experience not relevant for what you want. If you expect that an engineer is going to recognize the potential in another fellow engineer, that might be true, but for an interview. A resume is something that an engineer might not even get to read before they dismiss you. On the other hand, it can happen that they call you, but you just waste time because the position is not something you want to do. While it may seem sufficient to list the companies you worked for, positions held, education, and certifications, what truly matters is customizing the information to provide a crystal clear vision to potential employers or clients. You need to articulate why you are the ideal candidate and precisely outline your past accomplishments and future ambitions. While these aspects may be clear to us who are writing our CV, they may not be apparent to those reading our CVs. Other professionals, such as engineers, might interpret your CV based on their own expectations if the information is not presented clearly. The second step is define your dream career. What do you want? What are you trained for? What experience and education or certificates you have? This is something that evolves over time. So if you don't know what your dream career is right now, it is okay. Just be clear on what you do know right now. Maybe you know exactly what you don't want to do. For example, I never wanted to write drivers and compilers, so I never worked or wanted to work in companies that work in those fields. Defining a vision for a life and a career is not an easy task, and this is something I can help you with in my mentorship program. I can show you how to recognize your potential and real desires. So if you want to work with me, schedule free consultations to see if we are a good match to work together. And the third phase, practical implementation. So you should define the job you want with as many words, skills, and points you can in this phase. Then do the research. What do companies search for a position you want. Google keywords and skills. Research what are some of these soft skills needed and do you have those skills? Or you should learn some of them. Write skills you have. Write about relevant education and certificates. Write about relevant education and certificates. Let me remind you. Fourth thing, don't forget the soft skills that are proven you have. For example, discipline. I managed to finish a PhD with 2 kids on maternity leave. This is the example of discipline. So you should have some metrics to show. And fifth thing, you have to be in alignment with your offer. Your resume is your offer to the world, where you offer your expertise and don't put stuff there that are not related to you or your vision, such as idle words, as I and many other colleagues call them. Let's go to second aspect. This is design a perfect match for your dream job. First thing you should do is pick a form that you like so you can put all your information there. Don't waste time in finding perfect form. This is not important. What is important is the story it tells about you. The second thing is match what you have with what you want. So see how your previous experience and education matches your dream career. What are the skills that you have and can be of importance when applying for a position you want? Analyze what you wrote in a previous step and compare what is looked for and what you have. So what do companies you want to work for want? What are the most important skills for a job you want to do, and what skills and experience you have? And on the other hand, what are some skills you don't have? This is the most important step, so take your time and think well. If you want my help, you can schedule consultations. Then there is the step where you summarize in 3 sentences your previous experience to reflect your goals. So, for example, you say, I am a PhD in electrical engineering and senior system engineer with over 10 years in R&D, highly skilled at control systems and signal processing algorithms, design and implementation. Next thing is we should think about perfect job in keywords. So let's shorten up as much as we can by matching the keywords that describe your ideal job with your skills and experience. What are the keywords that are looked for in a resume for your ideal job? What are the things you're highly skilled at and you would like to continue doing? What are some high skills you have and what are some soft skills you have? What are some things you did or you like doing that can show you are skilled for a dream position? Let's say you like psychology and you read a lot about communication with people. That makes you ideal for a team leader, for example. And now there's fifth step, which is very important, so pay attention. What are some measurable metrics that you can include in your resume? Formula that I found in a video that I liked is I accomplished X as measured by epsilon by doing Z. What this really means is that you can say, I designed a single target robust tracking application that in comparison to current state-of-the-art algorithms can track the target even in severe conditions where other algorithms fail. Or you can say, I designed an air pollution prediction system that works with 98% of accuracy. So you see, STEM is really the perfect area where you can really have tangible results that boost the performance of a system, yet we often fail to give metrics this way. And the last step, less is more. So when you listed all the details you want, experience, relevant certifications, education, etc., it is time to re-evaluate or simply set, edit and cut all the parts that are repetitive or do not seem right, using the less is more principle. If you want to hear more about this principle, I talk about this in my video from playlist. And now we can go to personal branding as a final aspect. So do the branding behind a resume. So you can have a LinkedIn profile, list of published papers, or important projects you worked on. This is a step you should take very seriously because having a LinkedIn profile makes you get more job offers. But what really makes you stand out is tailored profile that says exactly what you want it to say about you. If you're not sure how to do it, you can consult the experts in this area. And the second thing is build meaningful connections with people and companies that resonate with you. Outreach, share thoughts about things you're passionate about, and communicate with people that share the same vision with you. It doesn't have to be in a social media form. You can find groups and conferences where people with the same interests and preferences as you meet. To sum up, what we talked about here is that you should do mindset and thought work. Look from the perspective of someone reading a resume, not from someone writing it, and define exactly what you want. Design a perfect match for your dream job. And the third aspect is do the personal branding, present yourself to wider audience on social media, and connect.
Thank you for listening to this video. I would like to hear more about your experience, so you can comment or you can send me an email. If you want to work with me, then you can schedule your free consultations today.